Everyone has adored Jennifer Aniston, who played the role of Rachel Green since the first looks at the popular television show Friends. However, not many people know that she has been secretly struggling with a tragic story all these years. In particular, she had bad relations with her wicked mother, who used to humiliate her all the time during her childhood. The wounds go very deep that she erased her own mother from her life for 15 years, and then there are the burning questions that everybody seems to be having. Was Brad Pitt really the villain, as the media portrayed him to be? Why did her fairy tale marriages crumble? And the one question that has tormented her for years, why couldn't she become a mum-up? Until recently, Jennifer Aniston had no intentions of telling her life story now, at 55, after years of never speaking out about various rumors regarding why her marriage to Brad Pitt actually ended. How much plastic surgery has she done, and most importantly, why she has not had any children. Yet Jennifer Aniston lets the cat out of the bag. Join us as we uncover the hidden stories of this Hollywood star. Jennifer Aniston is a Hollywood celebrity who was born on February 11th, 1969 in Sherman Oaks, a neighborhood located in Los Angeles, USA. Her parents were John Aniston, an actor of Greek origin, and Nancy Doe, an American actress. Her maternal great-grandfather, Lou Grio, was from Italy. Her mother's other lineage includes English, Irish, Scottish, and a smattering of Greek. Her father, however, hails from the island of Crete in Greece. Jennifer has two half-brothers, John Mellick, her older maternal half-brother, and Alex Aniston, her younger paternal half-brother. Telly Seals, her godfather, was an actor and a close friend of her father. Her life became much more colorful when her dad secured a career in a popular television drama, and they moved to the center of New York. Jennifer enjoyed the buzz of city life, but at home things were not as rosy. Her parents began arguing, and she always thought that it was her fault to entertain everyone and make everyone smile. She would mimic and act silly. That's when she realized her love for acting. At the age of 6, she entered a Waldorf school, but the laughter could not remedy everything in her life. Her parents separated at the age of 9, and her father soon disappeared from her life. Further compounding the pressure, there were issues between her and her mum, Nancy, that made things quite complicated. Nancy paid a lot of attention to how people appeared, and to Jennifer it was impossible to achieve such appearances. She would often find herself being told that she needs to start taking care of herself, or that she should wear makeup. That kind of criticism can run deep. After several years, especially if it is coming from your friends or family members, Jennifer could understand where her mum was coming from. Working as a single mother is never easy. Nancy had to struggle to make ends meet for her children all the time. In a way, Jennifer had to accept the fact that those harsh words that were said about her figure were said out of love. Sadly, her relationship with Nancy continued to deteriorate over the years. It reached a breaking point in the year 1996 when Nancy appeared at a tabloid show and told the world a number of things she supposedly knew about Jennifer's private life. However, the most shocking event was when Nancy wrote a book that detailed her side of the story, which was titled From Mother and Daughter to Friends, a memoir. That betrayal was particularly painful, and as a result, Jennifer refused to speak to her mum for 15 years. Once in a while, Jennifer went to her father's place in Los Angeles. Perhaps those trips to the West and having two actor parents put the wheels in motion to try a shot at acting herself. After getting into acting at the age of 11 in Waldorf school, Jennifer went on to attend Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts in Manhattan, where she became a member of the Drama Society and was under the tutelage of Anthony Abbas. And Jennifer Aniston began her early career in off-Broadway productions like For Dear Life and Dancing on Checkers' Grave. She also had to pay her bills on her own and had to work different part-time jobs. She worked as a telemarketer, a waitress, and a bike messenger. In 1988, she had an uncredited minor role in the critically panned sci-fi adventure film Mac and Me. The following year, she appeared on the Howard Stern Show as a Nutrisystem model before she decided to relocate to Los Angeles. Her first regular TV role came in the year 1990 in Malloy, and also did a TV show adaptation of Ferris Bueller based on the 1986 film named Ferris Bueller's Day Off. However, the general audience's interest in these two series was not very high, and both of them were soon off the air. Jennifer also featured in the made-for-television film Camp Cucamonga, where she played a teenager heading to summer camp in 1990, and Leprechaun, whereby she portrayed a spoiled daughter, followed by a Leprechaun in 1993. Entertainment Weekly came up with a list of the worst movies in 2014 and ranked Leprechaun as Jennifer Aniston's worst movie, and Jennifer herself admitted she was ashamed of her performance in the movie. She also featured in two other unsuccessfully aired television comedy series after 4 TV shows' failure. Jennifer became depressed one day. She met Warren Littlefield at a gas station in La and cried to him as the head of NBC Entertainment. He urged her to continue acting and several months later assisted her in landing the part in Friends, a sitcom planned to be aired on NBC in its upcoming 1994 to 1995 schedule. Originally, Jennifer auditioned for the part of Monica Geller, but the producers believed she was more suitable for the character of Rachel Green. Courtney Cox, who had auditioned for the role of Rachel, was cast as Monica instead. However, this didn't cause any misunderstanding between Jennifer and Courtney. In fact, they have been very close friends ever since Jennifer was also given an opportunity to be a cast member on Saturday Night Live, but she refused the offer, preferring Friends. Instead, she continued to play the part of Rachel until the show was cancelled. In 2004, the show became extremely popular, and thanks to it, Jennifer and other members of the show became famous all over the world. Her part was especially beloved by the audience and critics. She was nominated for 5 Prime-Time Emmy Awards, 2 for Outstanding Supporting Actress and 3 for Outstanding Lead Actress, and she won for Lead Actress. She also received 2 Golden Globe Award nominations and 1 in 2003 as the Best Actress in Television Series, Musical or Comedy category. Guinness Book of World Records further revealed that Jennifer and other female cast members became the highest paid television actress of all time, while earning an amount of $1 million per episode. In the final season of Friends, her character had a popular on-screen chemistry with Ross Geller, played by David Schwimmer, and the two were voted as most favorite television couple many times in polls and magazines. Jennifer also acted in the independent comedy drama film The Good Girl that was released in 2002. It was well received in a limited theatrical run and grossed over $14 million in North America. Her biggest commercial success in the film industry can be regarded as the comedy film Bruce Almighty, released in 2003. Globally, the film grossed $484 million in the box office and ranked as the 5th highest grossing feature film in the year. Moving to December 2018, Netflix released the musical comedy Dumplin' with Aniston as executive producer and one of the main characters. This was her first project with a streaming service. She made a comeback to television on November 1, 2019 as a producer and a leading cast to the Apple TV Plus drama The Morning Show alongside Reese Witherspoon. This was her first major TV part since the end of Friends in the year 2004. In its first season, Jennifer was awarded the Screen Actors Guild Award for the outstanding performance by a female actor in a drama series. She also earned a Primetime Emmy Award nomination in the category of Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, as well as 2 Golden Globe Awards nominations in the Best Actress Television Series Drama and the Best Television Series Drama. As a producer, Jennifer reunited with her Friends castmates for an HBO Max unscripted television special titled Friends: The Reunion, which was held in May 2021. This special earned her nomination for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Variety Special pre-recorded. Under the producing category, Jennifer's personal life swirled almost as rapidly as her career. In 1998, her agents fixed her up with Brad Pitt for a blind date. This meeting was the start of what became one of the most high-profile celebrity relationships of that time. Jennifer and Brad had only crossed paths once before this blind date during the early 90s, but this time around sparks flew. They did not waste time, for they knew what they wanted, but waited for a year to make it official that they were an item. They made their first appearance as a couple to the Emmy Awards, which was in September 1999. A few months later, they were photographed having the time of their lives at a Sting concert, which is when the world got its first look at the engagement ring on Jennifer's finger. In all his interviews, Brad was full of praises for Jennifer, saying that she was the woman of his dreams. He was sure that they were destined for each other, and soon they transformed into one of the most adored and outstanding couples of Hollywood. They tied the knot on the 9th of July 2000. In 2002, they announced their new level of partnership and established Plan B Entertainment together. With Brad Gray as a producer, following the romantic and exotic holiday in Seychelles, the couple returned to their luxurious new home in the swanky neighborhood of Beverly Hills in the year 2001. Brad even appeared in Friends in a light-hearted manner, acting as a boy, repulsive to Rachel Green in January 2005. A shocker of the season arrived as fans of Hollywood's sweetheart couple came to know that Jen and Brad were getting divorced. A lot of fans were left wondering what went wrong. Many people blamed Angelina Jolie for this situation, and this came as no surprise. Brad Pitt first crossed paths with Angelina Jolie in the set of a movie titled Mr. and Mrs. Smith. In the year 2014, they portrayed a married couple that were undercover spies for competing agencies. It was only in 2005 that their affair was made public. When Pitt and Aniston were already on the process of filing for divorce, they became one of the most discussed celebrity couples in the global context, and the media named them Brel Einer. They had 6 children together, with 3 of them who were adopted from other countries in 2005 amidst press rumors that claimed that Jennifer was the one who filed for divorce because she didn't want to have children and didn't want to have children with Pitt. She stated, "I've never in my life said I didn't want to have children. I did, and I do, and I will. I would never give up that experience for a career." About her divorce, Jennifer said it made her reconnect with her mother Nancy, with whom she had not been in contact with for over a decade. Brad and Jen tried to tell everyone that they were actually separating as friends filled with love for each other. But that was hard, especially when the tabloids published pictures which showed Brad having some quality time with Angelina Jolie and her son Maddox in the beaches of Kenya. Announcement that Brangelina was expecting a kid came the following year. In 2006, Jennifer said that she felt very surprised her friend Andrea Bald was revealed how difficult it was for Jennifer seeing Brad dating somebody else after her and doing it so openly. To cope with all of it, she had to turn to therapy, practicing yoga, and a lot of support from her friends. In an interview, she said she has no regrets about the relationship with Pitt and viewed it as a very intense, beautiful, complicated relationship. It was in 2008 that Jennifer began dating again when she met the musician John Mayer. Mayer described the affair as more than just being a fleeting and inconsequential romantic involvement. He did have genuine affection for her, it seemed, but evidently it did not translate to mutual loyalty. He cheated on Jennifer while they were on a holiday in Mexico, and she could not believe it when she got to know John apologized, but Jennifer just wasn't going to let that go. The following year, she scored a guest appearance on the television show known as Cougar Town, where her close friend Courtney Cox was the lead actress. They stayed incredibly close. Even after the popular show Friends went off the air, Jennifer even became the godmother of Courtney's daughter Coco. They have had their dramatic fair share of shattered marriages and rise and fall of their careers, but their friendship endures. Jennifer fell in love once again, this time with Justin Theroux. She started dating actor, director, and screenwriter Justin Theroux in May 2011. The following January, they bought a house in the Bel Air neighborhood of Los Angeles for about $22 million, and they began living together. They tied the knot on August 10, 2015, but they parted ways later in 2017, unfortunately. Jennifer does not have any children up to this present time. She penned an article for the HuffPost in July 2016 titled "For the Record," where she accused the media of making her body a topic of discussion and speculating whether she is pregnant or not. She said the objectification and the scrutiny we subject women to is ridiculous and rather creepy. Currently, Jennifer Aniston has not being shy about speaking out on her efforts to conceive, claiming to have tried in her 30s and 40s. In an interview with Allure in 2022, she disclosed that she attempted IVF and other measures such as taking Chinese teas to become pregnant. However, she was not lucky enough to achieve her goal. Jennifer said she should have been told to freeze her eggs when she was still young and regretted not being able to have biological children anymore. She also had to speak about media gossip and fake stories about her desire and capability to have children as a concern that deeply affected her, she said. The public tried to portray her as a career woman who does not want children, which made the public feel entitled to know the reasons behind her divorce from Brad Pitt and Justin Theroux. However, as difficult as it may have been, and despite the controversy that surrounded the topic, Jennifer insisted that she has no regrets and feels relieved that she no longer has to concern herself with her capability of getting pregnant. She stated that her journey was more about her struggles, and she has left that chapter of her life behind. If you're a fan of the motion picture and television then there's definitely no way you don't know Jennifer Aniston's net worth. Which is quite staggering, and it's not shocking in the least when one remembers that Jennifer has been an icon for over 25 years because of the show. Friends, she is American film actress, producer, and spokeswoman, and she has accumulated her estimated net worth of more than $300. 20 million. By this point, anyone following pop culture and entertainment news probably knows that Jennifer Aniston is one of the biggest comedic actresses in Hollywood today. She continues to earn over $20 million every year from acting and endorsement deals. She might be best known for her performance in Friends, but has been able to build a credible movie career in the 2 decades Aniston and her female counterparts during the 2003 and 2004 episodes of the show received $1 million per episode and have remained ever since the highest paid TV actresses of all time. During their negotiations in 2000, the cast was able to obtain back-end points that would enable them to earn royalties whenever the show was sold into syndication. Before then, only 2 other TV actors have owned stakes in shows, and those were Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Cosby. The show Friends, as we speak, makes more than $1 billion annually through syndication royalties and streaming rights. Some years have estimated that each cast member could earn $10-20 million just in royalties for her part in the Apple TV show The Morning Show. Both Jennifer and her colleague Reese Witherspoon received $25 million per episode. She has also accumulated significant wealth working as a brand ambassador for L'Oreal, Smartwater, Emirates, Y Love, and AN Today. Jennifer earns about $10 million annually from endorsements recently. Jen Aniston, at 55, made headlines by opening up about her views on relationships and marriage. She revealed that while she would love to have a relationship, she has no interest in getting married. For a third time, Jennifer has had highly public romances over the years, including marriages to Brad Pitt and Justin Theroux, and relationships with Tate Donovan, Vince Vaughn, and John Mayer. When asked whether she could see herself getting married again, she told never say never, but I don't have any interest. Aniston acknowledged that being single can sometimes be overwhelming and expressed a desire for support during tough times. She admitted there are moments when she wants to come home and have someone to lean on, stating, "It would be wonderful to come home and fall into somebody's arms and say, that was a tough day." Her reflections on relationships and marriage come after high-profile marriages to Brad Pitt and Justin Theroux, both of which ended in divorce. Aniston's openness about her personal life and the complexities of relationships resonates with many, adding depth to her public image as a successful and resilient individual. Her willingness to discuss these aspects candidly provides a more nuanced understanding of her life beyond her professional achievements. Her candid reflections also highlighted the impact of her parents' strained marriage on her own relationships. She shared that witnessing their difficulty made her wary of compromising her needs and desires in a relationship. This has made finding a balance in relationships a continuing challenge for her.